Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes. After ng ano. Okay. Yeah.
Hello everyone, this is Joyce, your happy granny.
Okay.
Please watch my premiere on October 2 at Germination, 11 a.m. UK time and 7 p.m. Philippine time. I will be talking about health and fitness and much more. So come and join me. And it's going to be every Saturday, 11 a.m. UK time and 7 o'clock Philippine times. So, see you there. Your happy granny. Yes!
Can you hear anything? Hello, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Today is Saturday and it's how are you guys? Good evening, Philippines. Good morning, UK, and whatever the rest of the world. I would like to say good morning to everybody. Last week, I discussed to you about the wellness. Why is it important, and what are the four types of wellness, which I covered the spiritual wellness. And today, since it's October, I'm gonna focus on emotional illness, emotional wellness. Sorry. Since it's October, today is the month of emotional wellness. Okay, so emotional wellness is a term often used to spiritual circles, and it can often serve to fend off mental challenges. But what is it, and what does it really mean to be emotionally well? So, according to National Center of Emotional Wellness, the term refers to an awareness of understanding and acceptance of your emotions and your ability to manage effectively through challenges and change. When you're tuned into your feelings, then you can more easily become aware of your bodily sensations. The more you act on your feelings and emotions, the more reliable they become. Remaining in the present moment and adhering to a sense of mindfulness without looking back too much into the past is into the future, way back to the sorry. Mindfulness without looking back too much into the past of the future is also very important for your emotional well-being. Being emotionally will encourage you to slow down and fosters the practice of mindfulness. Being emotionally well doesn't necessarily mean that you're happy all the time, but rather than you're self-aware and able to shift, necessarily mean that you're happy all the time, but rather that you're self-aware and able to shift as a way to feel better. Being emotionally will leads to a happier and more blissful life, and also allows you the opportunity to obtain your full potential. For the most part, being human means having challenges and problems. However, it is all about how you deal or cope with those issues that determines your emotional wellness. It's also about embracing all the goodness in your life and looking at your glass as half full rather than half empty. So, are you that kind of person? I am the kind of person who always looking my glass is always full. So that's why I'm always like have fun and like making my life so beautiful. I hope you too. Then how do you treat the questions? There are some questions regarding to emotional wellness. It's like how do you treat others in your life, both professionally and personally? Hi, good morning. How do you really treat your others in your life? Well, as we know, it happens, in times of sadness, like someone pass away, then we give comfort to our close relations, and not even, even to our neighbors, or even we share something, even on media, we can share and we can give support emotionally to the other people, even we do not know them. Media is now a very, very important, and it's like uh, a very good tools, spreading in this kind of comfort, even a kind word we can open. And how you do it professionally. Of course, professionally, if you know a lot of things about things, uh, like, you can give advice, you can share some idea what you are doing and how you do it, how you cope with your own emotional. I actually, uh, yeah, so that's how it is. So we all, as an individual, we can share our feelings and we can uh, give a better way of sharing our ideas to the people we never know emotionally. Okay, so it's free, and you know, and we all can have it. I called it sharing and caring. Hi, Charlotte's blog. Okay, now, another question is, are you grateful? Grateful, okay? Emotionally healthy people feel grateful for their lives and for all the goodness they experience. They appreciate what they do have rather than bemoaning what they do not have. They usually count all their life's blessings, and this does not always pertain to money or material objects, but rather relates to more spiritual aspects of life. Okay, so now, thinking of being grateful. Are you being grateful because you've got all the wealthiness in your life? Or are you being grateful because you have the health and a physical strength? Are you being grateful because you are emotionally free? Are you being grateful because you have been kind to others? Are you being grateful because you're kind of uh, sharing, you know, the things that you have in your life? Remember, money is not all. Money cannot buy life. Money cannot buy everything. Can buy a lot of stuff materialistically, but within you, money cannot buy. Okay? So be mindful with that, Uh, Um, be mindful of the difference between the being grateful emotionally because you are having money and you are living like in a luxuries, and be grateful of being like having a simple life, living with minimal in life, but you have all this greatness in your heart. Okay, so that's what I call it about mindful. But then, are you happy with the person you are? It's a good question. Are you happy? Those who are emotionally healthy are usually content with themselves. They might feel as they are living the lives they've always wanted to live. They also take care of themselves physically and psychologically by doing what is beneficial for them. And for themselves physically and psychologically by doing what is beneficial for them, and they're really complainers. They rarely complain, but instead might be seekers who are often trying to become better person. and help those around to the same. They might also engage in positive self-talk. Now, thinking about being happy person emotionally and physically. What I'm saying is, are you looking after yourself? Are you the kind of person who really thinking to live your life to the fullest? And then when I asked you, living life to the fullest, what are you doing about it? Are you doing something about it? Have you ever think, to do something that you have never done before? In my personal view, me as a 63 years old woman, and as I have been through the inflammation due to hard work, helping my family and other people, I I used to forget that before. It's like I focus my stuff on working and helping my family to provide their needs. Then one day, then when I told you when it happens, and then that's it. But I'm so glad that wake up call, really I take attention of that. And that's how I began to do exercises. I changed my way of living. I become a healthy eater, and I become a fitness guru, as you said. It's like every day, fitness is like a food on my table. It's like if it doesn't happen in the morning, it should be happen like midday or maybe in the evenings. It's like a kind of routine. Okay, so being a happy person, me as a happy granny, that makes me happy. I find happiness by doing things that I do like, then I never thought I can do it. You see? So now, are you an open-minded and flexible? This is very, very good. It is very important to be an open-minded and also flexible. This means that you're self aware and listen to the thoughts and musings of yourself and others. Also, you do not feel attached to any particular philosophy but are willing to hear the viewpoints and the musings of others. Are you mindful? Are you flexible? By being mindful, are you really thinking the words that you speak to others, how you deliver it, and how do you apply it in your daily life? Are you being very flexible? Flexible of being like to be in a family when you have time and you have this busy time, and then flexible as well in your job if you have been asked to do an extra hours or do it like outside your hours, changing your time. Have you been flexible of like um a if you have an important appointment and there's something more important arise, are you happy? Are you flexible to change, to draft it and deal with the most important? Like if you're at work and there's an urgency in your family, or if you are really wanting to earn money and then your friend got ill, do you have time to spend with them? Do you? So being open-minded and flexible for the things around us is really helping us, to be the real person we are. And it's a kind of a big kind of like a source of energy and a source of like, yeah, inner happiness. I'm being emotional. I'm sorry. Because now that I have discussed it with you, I hope, this will help you, to change, a little bit change, a little change in everyday living. It's like a kind of, every little things like Tesco, we said, the supermarket, every little things help. So everything we do in an every day, it will help us to become a person that we wanted to be. So this is very important. Do you have ways to manage your stress? Okay. It's said that those who are emotionally stable have their own ways of navigating the stressor in their lives, whether it's meditation, exercise, talk therapy, or creative pursuits such as art, music, or writing. They able to maintain a balance between work and play. Now, regarding with stress, I have a big story about you. I am repairing the very, very to myself because few years back I was really in this great stress. being a very, very strong woman, hardworking. I mean, I never thought about the stress, and I never ever think that I am in that situation until one day my strong mind, you know, I my strong mind was like my body was driving my strong mind into crazy. What happened was I fell into this kind of very severe inflammation in my body. What I'm saying is the inflammation, you won't believe it. It's like I will wake up with like this, like headache. I develop migraine, and it's like a kind of like when I wake up, it's like somebody punched me in the night. It's like somebody hurt me. I have aching body and stuff, and then my legs become very weak. It's like thousands of unscrolling. There's like electric shoot, like shoot, and then that's it, done. And then I can't walk that far. I cannot wear my high heels, and that's my big problem is wearing high heels, because I love dancing. I like to dress up, and I like parties. So anyway, because I can, so of course I live on down shoes. Yeah, so these are the things. I become weak. I was falling as well, and that's why I'm telling you, stress is a second killer to heart attack. If we don't focus ourselves and we don't know how to manage our stress, then we're gonna land up in very bad situation, because I've been there. And was that's where the healthy eating and the exercises was born. And it's really struggle. I'm telling you, it's really struggle, because I have a knee arthritis, medically concluded I have knee arthritis. Then I have also a lumbar problem that needs an operation, L4 and L5. And then I have the tendonitis, and then I have sciatica. I mean, you name it. I mean, it's not a joke. It's a kind of something that where this all come from. But medically proven, I don't have a high cholesterol. I don't have a heart problem. I don't have sugar problem. Physically, I am really, really well, apart from those other things. So this so that's what I become stressed. But then, because before, the difference before, that I'm not focusing on my stress, and I don't want to accept that I am stressed, it's a different matter. You cannot deal with it if you don't accept it. When I start to accept my stress, and I start really to find solution on it by reading, a lot of things, and like um, people's different experiences and how they deal with stress. And the scariest part of me is some people have that for 20 years, and that's pretty, pretty scary, to be honest. Having 20 years on the streets is not a joke, because your life has been controlled. You cannot, even you try everything, to make happy. You can't be happy. You can smile and stuff, but it's different. It's not like, it's like, oh, I own the world. So it's quite different. So that's what I'm saying to you. Please be mindful with the stress, the level of your stress. And if you have it, just learn to accept. Don't be ashamed. Like me, I was ashamed to accept that I have stress, because especially in a Filipino way of living, if you have stress, they think you're crazy, you're going out of mind, but it's not. It's something that you have to deal with, because that is really, really serious. And I'm talking to you because I am the example. I am the greatest example. Your happy granny is the greatest example of that stress. And I managed to free myself from stress. How I did it? That's why if you follow me, we're going to go through all of those. How I changed, I tell you everything. So for now, I will stop for the topic today. In the next week, we're going to have another one topic, and which is next week, I'm going to discuss with you the physical wellness, because physical wellness as well become my problem before. Okay. And then we have the social wellness. I choose these four because they are the most important, and the most, it's like the basic needs, the basic tools that we need in our daily life. If we will learn how to know this poor type of poorness, how can we deal with it? What we gonna do about it? And how can we make strong physically, emotionally, mentally? Then we will have a good life. We will enjoy the freedom of movement. We will enjoy the freedom of being like, even we don't have, we have less in life, but we have the best in life, that we that we are needing more than the how do you call that, than this wealthiness, physically, mentally, wealthiness with the kind of money and luxury in life. It's a different matter. So it's up to you which one you choose. I choose to be wealthy in my being fit and being healthy, and that's my wealthiness. And when I'm wealthy with this kind of thing, then of course I would be able to share. I would be able to help. And now I'm helping you guys. I'm sharing you. So I'm doing my deeds every day in my life. Money is not the only way how to do your deeds. There are so many ways that we can do, how we can help people around us, how we can be good to our family, to our community. Remember, money is good, but not is not everything. So don't be like, you know, make money the center of your living. We have the God center of living, and we have ourselves as the center of living. So let's live happy, free of illness. And the best way to be happy is the happiness that comes from within, from inside us. You know, we can socialize and everything, but this is the most important. If you would have this happiness inside you, I promise you, you will live peacefully, and you will delay as well the aging process, which is longevity. You know, who wants to live a little bit younger, 10 years younger? Okay. So, for today, Saturday, let's have all a good weekend. It's freezing in here. I'm wearing my jacket and I'm a bit, in the middle of things. But spending time with you, I make time. Okay? So time is very important. It's also how we will manage our time. So for now, goodbye everybody. Sending all love from beautiful Scotland. And a love from within inside me. Your happy granny. Okay? Your crazy happy granny. See you. Ta-da. Bye.
Hello everyone, this is Joyce, your happy granny. Please watch my premiere on October 2 at Termination, 11 a.m. UK time and 7 p.m. Philippine time. I will be talking about health and fitness and much more. So come and join me. And it's going to be every Saturday, 11 a.m. UK time and 7 o'clock Philippine times. So, see you there.